In the United States, the debate between which sex education approach should be taught in school has been and is still an issue for 3 decades now. The real question in the 20th century is to determine which approach is the most appropriate and most effective to be taught to adolescents in schools. In this section, we will analyze the effects of both the abstinence and comprehensive approach. Among all the countries, the U.S. pregnancy and STD rates are among the highest, and despite the decline in the 20th century, it still remains the highest compared to other countries. The largest declines in the pregnancy rates from 1990 to 2009 among teenagers were aged 15 to 17 and had a decline of 53%, and 18 to 19-year-olds had a 37% decline. In an effort to reduce these rates, the U.S. government has funded abstinence-only sex education programs for more than a decade. The purpose of these programs is to delay sexual activity until marriage, and under the federal funding regulations, most of these programs cannot include information about contraception or safe sex practices. Proponents argue that this has led to a decline over the years. Pregnancy rates in 2009 were 102.1 per 1,000 women aged 15 to 44, the lowest level in 12 years. However, U.S. still remains the highest in terms of STDs and pregnancies of any industrialized country. Critics argue that denying students information about contraceptions and protections put them at risk, and that teaching abstinence is unrealistic because sex is a natural, normal part of life. So, which approach is the most effective and most appropriate to be taught to students? Well, let's examine the two approaches, the abstinence-only versus comprehensive sex education programs. The abstinence programs. It teaches sex outside of marriage will have harmful social, psychological, and physical consequences. It teaches that abstinence before marriage is the only